ownership of intellectual property developed under a government contract or funded by government money can be complicated. As an initial matter, if it is governed by it's governed by the contract. So ownership of the property is going to be what the contract says it's going to be. However, these contracts, which have clauses usually designated under FAR, Federal Acquisition Regulations, generally fall into a number of categories. The rights of the government often turn on, first of all, the type of technology, whether it's data, whether it's software, whether it's defense related, or whether it's civil. It can also turn on it may turn on whether the IP was first developed in connection with the government contract. And for defense contract, it's going to depend on how is the development of the technology funded. It could be, was it completely government funded? Was it completely contractor funded? Or was it mixed? The most important thing to realize here is that the government may have rights to the IP, including the right to give it to a subcontractor. So what this means is that, to put it into a situation, to describe a situation, a contractor goes out and bids on a government contract to do X. And the government funds some research and development for, the government contract includes research and development for some IP to be developed, which is used in the contract. The contract runs out after the end, a number of 2 or 3 years, or whatever the government contract is. This IP has been developed by the contractor. Now the government rebids the contract and awards it to someone else. In many cases, the government has the ability to use that, to basically give a license to use that IP that the first contractor developed and give it to the second person. And this is basically what you need to consider in the course of the IP ownership of a target.